Yo guys, I'm HB, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is Guitar Touch Technique 1 Basic Chords. This is an awesome topic today. For those who don't know what touch technique is, or guitar touch technique is, it's really awesome. You play guitar like a piano player. And so on. So you divide the guitar between two hands. With the left hand you're going to play the bass, with the right you're going to play chords or melody, stuff like that. And this is going to be now a full course now, which will take for all you guys who really are curious about this technique from the scratch, from zero to hero. And it's quite a journey, I must say. This technique was invented. Well, it's not Eddie Van Halen tapping. It's Stanley Jordan tapping, but Stanley Jordan used a different tuning. I'm just using a regular guitar with regular tuning, and you see other guys, they have these stoppers here, which prevent the strings from sounding. This makes the tapping easier, but also cuts off the sound when you want to switch. Then you cannot switch between the regular playing and the touch technique, which I found really cool. So they have all opportunities. You know, they can switch between the two techniques, and therefore the stopper is not really cool, and you cannot work with open strings, which I also found really important. So we're going to go taking from the very, very beginning, from the scratch. And the first question which we have here is what sound set, what guitar do I need, what sound settings? The answer is quite simple. You can use any guitar, a good guitar, which has a nice sustain, you know. Humbuckers are preferred, but it also works with single coils. I sometimes use on my other guitar single coil settings, but I will come to that problem way later. With humbucker it's a bit easier, and you can use any type of sound preferred. I'm using a Fender Deluxe amp here, and I put the gain setting like on 3 and 4. You know that you have a proper attack on the sound, and that's it. And neutral, EQ settings, and pickup settings, it depends. If you want to have a warm sound, you go on the neck pickup or bridge pickup. If you want to have a more transparent sound, on the neck pickup it's a little bit easier because you have a more direct attack of the sound, but you have another, it's more undefined when it goes to the low notes. You know, there's compared to, it really depends on your personal favor, but these are the options which I recommend. One of the main problems which you will have is you're not used. I am a professional piano player, so for me it was not a brainer, but one of the main problems is you're not used to use the right hand and do the synchronization thing between left and right hand. And through this course you're going to learn, first of all, to use your right hand, to build up the strength in your right hand, to do basically the same stuff which your left hand is doing. It will take a while, I can tell you. But it's basically, you can do any kind of exercises yourself. Left hand exercise, go to right hand. But I'm going to pull you through this. And you also divide the chords between left and right hand, which is a typical piano technique. And I developed a system, a tabbing system. I will show you now. In this tabbing system, you have the left hand divided to the right hand, so it's easier to read. It's like, as I said, it's like playing piano. When you play piano, you have the left hand and the right hand divided, or the violin key and the bass key. But in this case, the left hand goes with the bass key here, and the right hand goes with the violin key, as with piano notation. So let's start with the basic chords, and it's, as I said, it's from the scratch. And even if you've never done this before, I will take you from zero to hero. Okay. All right, now we're building basic chords. We divide the chords in between left and right. So in the first step, we just play, as a piano player, root. I'm going to play G5 chord here, so 3rd and 5th fret. So this is a G5 chord. Now we want to make a G major chord, so one note is missing, which would be the triad, which is the B. So now you have to tap in that key, the note on a string which is free, which will be here. That's now a G major chord. And to make it sound nice, like you have this typical ostinato figures like from piano playing, you may, or just, you can also tap them at the same time. But then you miss the opportunity to fill the space. You do whatever you want, just learn to divide left and right hand. So now we can have different types of, this is like the basic G major chord, just with 3 notes. We can also do a G5 like this, but now the triad, the B, is missing. So we can take this note here. Now we have space left for the B. And you already see now, this position here is completely unusual if you've never done that before. That's the main thing you have to train. Left hand should not be a problem for most of you guys, but stuff like this is still easy. Or if you want to take this one, this would also be a G, but now we have, instead of the 5th, the D, we have the G again. Or you could also take this note here. This is also a different position. I found this one easier than this one, but you can practice both. So let's do a little exercise. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 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 So that's a way you play a basic G major chord. Now, of course, we have minor chords. So let's do the next chord. We stay in the key of G. So a minor chord will be the A minor. Now we do the same thing again. A minor, we play a power chord here, A and E. Now the triad will be the C. Now we have A minor. Now we can do the this one again, or we can take it here. And see, now we have a different position, which is really unusual if you've never done it before. So you need to train this stuff. And also this one here. Here, 10, 10. Or if you want to take this on the G string, then it gets a little bit hard. You have this position. So you know that your hand gets the right distance to, I mean, it's not so hard to do, but that you train your hand to get the right distance takes some time. So, little exercise. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 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 Okay. Now we finish this little progression. We take now a D. And what you also can do, you can work with inversions. So here we're taking this here. Here we have a D with F sharp in the bass, which is basically this chord here. Probably know it, but now we do it here, F sharp, D. Now you add the missing note, of the triad. That will be the fifth, the A. So D major in an inversion. Then we take two notes, then three, you move up. So we just make inversions of this little chord. You could also, you probably know it's this. We just make inversions of and back to G. So these will be basic chords, and you first need to train your system to divide the guitar fretboard into two hands and take these really simple things. You can play a little song with this simple exercise probably. Let's do something. I don't know. Say 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. What did I do now? At the end I made a G sus. This is the D, this is the sus4, the C, and resolve it to the G. I could also have done it here. The normal G sus will be here, but now you see the problem. It's in the way. Okay? You cannot do it here, so you need to find. That's also one of the main problems. You need to find all the spots to do the same thing which you're used to. This one here, but yeah, and that will be that. And if you feel more confident, guys, that was Guitar Touch Technique 1, Basic Chords. I hope you enjoyed it. I've written tabs, as I said, with the new scoring system, dividing left and right hand in two parts. For you, it's available for download in the HPCrazy Guitar Academy. There will be other tutorials coming. This is going to be part of an entire course to take you from zero to hero. So please also join the Academy. Also, if you have any questions, you can ask there. Open up your own blog and, get more expert insight about stuff like that. And it's, the beginning is quite tough, I can tell, because your right hand is not used to stuff like that, but once it works, you have a complete other way of thinking guitar and you sound completely different, So it's worth taking the squeeze. But I know in the beginning it's hard. You also don't have the hard skin here on this hand, which you normally have on your left hand from playing guitar. That also is something which first has to build. But it's going to be cool. And it's complete different way of playing guitar. More interesting probably, I don't know, it's your personal taste. For me it feels natural because my mother language is piano playing, I must say. So for me this way of playing feels more natural than playing with a pick. Good, that's all me and Dr. Pink having to say. Please join the Academy, please subscribe to my channel. See you guys.